Do you directly associate whale migrational patterns with primary whaling times of the year, or what lemurs eat with the catastrophic effects of deforestation? Probably not right away, which can be an issue. It's easy to not associate animal behavior with conservation efforts. It's almost like if we don't see an animal being affected by human intervention, then we don't need to change anything. But as I progressed in researching black vulture nesting behaviors in Dr. Andrea Durock's lab here at Murray State, I began to intertwine animal behavior and management more and more. I believe that in order for people to be more informed on how behavior relates to conservation, we must be aware that management is not limited to endangered species, remember that species management is not black and white, and understand just how it relates to all wildlife. Firstly, while many species need protection from extinction, black vultures are actually overpopulated in Kentucky as the species' scavenger behavior has led them into many human-dominated areas. Black vultures have multiplied excessively in the state of Kentucky over the last few decades, and according to the Courier Journal, Kentucky farmers have lost over $300,000 in property damages due to these birds. There seems to be a trend where when the black vulture population rises, those in agricultural fields face even more property damages. And because permits are required to kill them and their nests are federally protected, according to the University of Missouri, handling individual birds is not an option and is not very effective anyway. There needs to be more wide-scale efforts. Farmers do have options to deter vultures, such as loud noises and visual decoys, but we cannot count on these individuals to fix the entire issue. All of this is to say that the issues that vultures are causing is rooted in their behavior, so in order to achieve a black vulture population at an equilibrium, it is vital to understand these behaviors. Species management does go both ways, and if professionals can find management methods that support balanced black vulture populations, things will work out better for everybody. And of course, we need to remember that we are attempting to find a balance and not jump from one side to another. Despite their overpopulation, black vultures are ecologically important, and we need to apply this importance when attempting to reach an equilibrium. Vultures are often deemed as terror birds that provide no benefits to their natural habitat, despite this being proven as downright false. Vultures are important disease control managers due to their strong digestive tracts, and they can consume harmful bacteria and parasites that would spread from the carrion they eat onto species that lack that kind of immunity. In addition, according to Dr. Zollner at Purdue University, if the fate of the livestock was left in the hands of other scavengers like coyotes, these livestock species would face an even greater decline. On another note, according to the American Eagle Foundation, if black vultures went extinct, projections estimate that $1.5 billion could be lost annually trying to manage the health of the human population. We need to find an efficient management system of black vultures that works for everyone and think critically about how animals' behaviors contribute to their environmental requirements. Thinking about how to balance out these populations is what's important, and we cannot glue ourselves to one side. And black vultures are just one example. These are important concepts to know for all native species. Understanding what aspects need to be considered when it comes to managing species populations has been proven to be beneficial in other instances as well. Principally, knowing the traits that define individual species provides crucial information needed among conservationists and policymakers to develop species profiles and the conditions that are necessary for that animal to thrive to determine how humans affect them. These ecological conditions are a blend of the function of animals' bodies, their anatomy, their behavior, and their development. This kind of trait ecology analysis has also been seen in plants. In a species trait data study relating to conservation, biologists measured the seed mass or leaf area of a plant species and would use this to determine processes that affect global diversity patterns. All of this is to say that the issues that the black vulture population are facing all boil down to a correlation of behavior and ecology. Through analyzing their nesting patterns, I hope that I will be able to better contribute to the management of black vulture ecosystems among conservation professionals as I move out of the preliminary stages of the project, and I hope to help achieve an intermediate where they are neither overpopulated nor underpopulated. Understanding what conservation tactics need to be considered all ties back into how a species behaves, and with more contribution to Durock's lab, I will be able to better do so and pinpoint methods of doing so. In short, vulture conservation is complex. We need to consider their importance to their ecosystem while also assessing ways to control their overpopulation, and this can't be done if we don't support studies that relate to understanding their behavior. As we've seen with other species, the conservation of species is a long process, but it's no process at all if we don't look at what encompasses all of it. Thank you.